And we're back after that week-long break. We had lives to live outside of doing this Let's Play.
Yes. Although this Let's Play needs to get done sometime, we do have to do other stuff.
Yes. But now we're on chapter 17. Now, is this one where, depending on which route you take, you get different chapters?
Yep. For the routes, for the split in this, it's a lot more complicated than that West Wales one where you just had to visit a village. This one you have to have your Pegasus Knights be it over the level of your nomadic troopers and your nomad or your to get the earlier route, and then to get the secure route you have to have your nomadic troopers over the level of your Pegasus Knights or Falcon Knights.
Yeah, so more often than not, you're probably going to go the other route just because Sue is so much better.
Yeah.
But then again, you do get quite a few Pegasus Knights to use, but you're probably going to stick with one.
Yeah, for me, I would just, although Shanna does have low strength, I still use her because she doesn't get critical hit as much as Tate has in my opinion.
Yeah, well, Shadow just somehow survives all those bloody ballistas.
Yeah, 1%. Or is it not 1%? One health left.
Indeed. Speaking of that whole leveling thing, they actually brought that back in Fire Emblem 7, where your lords, depending on their level, they'll either fight Lloyd or Linus.
Yep. And then you just fight the other later on.
Yeah. You also got an exclusive chapter depending on which one.
Yep. Where you could...
I usually fought Lloyd first.
So did you get Wallace or Geets?
Wallace. So naturally I didn't bother using him.
Yeah.
I have Osmond, I don't need you.
Yeah, that's true. Osmond
Even then, I have got Geet before, but I didn't bother. Again, not a big fan of free promotes, though to be fair, I have discovered quite a few good ones in recent playthroughs.
Conquest.
Well, it's not just the whatchamacallits don't count.
Oh.
Royals don't count. But in regards to Fates, Scarlet's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then when I played Path of Radiance, Khalil, she was good.
I found it recently that for Fire Emblem 776, the pre-promote you get at the start, who's really good. I can't remember his name, but he's a warrior and he's really good.
Okay. Did you get him at the start?
Yes.
Okay.
But in Thracia 776, there's something funny where like after chapter 3, you lose some of your party members, but they do come back like in chapters to come.
Okay, well the Path of Radiance is the same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, but unlike Path of Radiance, where it's only like 2 characters, this is like 3 to 5 or 6. Like you almost lose every single unit besides 2.
What did you do to piss them off? Kill Amelia again?
I don't know, but to make up with it, you do get like 3 units in that chapter, and all 3 of them are really good anyway.
Okay then. Yeah, these 2 are somehow still alive.
I don't know how, but I'm sure we kill one of them this chapter.
Can we kill both of them, please? They do nothing.
Unfortunately not. They're just trying to be typical Fire Emblem villains, but then they just keep fleeing and they don't do anything at all.
Yeah. Like most Fire Emblem villains, at least stay till the map's end.
Yeah. Akado's sprite reminds me of Nolan from Radiant Dawn. Just his beard.
Oh yeah.
But not...
Except it's purple.
Yeah. And like how Karen looks like Marcia from Thracia 776. Well...
Yeah, well, in a game series that big, you're gonna get characters that look similar to others and will use, similar templates.
Yeah. But
some characters will just be blatant rip-offs like the Birthright Children.
Yes. Wait, what?
What do you mean rip-offs? They're totally original characters. What's this Fire Emblem Awakening you're talking about?
Like Odin is totally not Owain from...
That's at least the same character. I'm talking like, Rajat.
The not badger, but I'm sure uses one of her poses from Awakening.
The not Tharja, despite the fact she looks like Tharja, is the same class as Tharja and has the same traits as Tharja.
She's most likely Tharja.
But her name is spelled differently. Ooh. To be fair, we kept pointing out how Fur's sprite looks a lot like Lynn's sprite.
Yep.
Yeah, again, they're going to do this type of thing. Most of the time I think it's coincidence, especially if it's like comparing this to Radiant Dawn. They probably weren't thinking of Radiant Dawn at the time.
Yeah. I don't know, I think at this point they were realising that, oh wait, the West want Fire Emblem, what we're going to do? We can't just give them Binding Blade, they'll find it too hard and they'll stay away from the series forever. What do we do?
Smash Brothers! What do we do? Make the best damn Fire Emblem game ever, and then never ever try to top it.
Yeah.
Except maybe the 3D one.
Yeah,
That's all down to the game.
I still like Path of Radiance. I think it's a really good game.
Oh yeah, I think Path of Radiance and Blaze Sword are the most well balanced, complete, and focused. I always say they're the best to start with the series. But most people won't be able to get Path of Radiance.
Yeah, looks at the price on eBay.
Yeah, how's the heart attack?
It is that kind of game where it's like you just see it on eBay and you think, oh, that's going for cheap bidding. And then by the end of it, it's going up to over 100 quid.
Does that bring back Radiant Dawn memories?
Yes.
It happens.
I can't find it anywhere for cheap, and it's not even for £40. It's going for 50 or over, and it's a bit ridiculous.
Yeah. Now I feel really shame. Now I feel kind of like shameless and smug at the same time because I've said many times how I got that on my copy of Radiant Dawn. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, well,
so the person has Japanese copies of like all the GBA ones.
Yeah. Well, it started off that I just wanted one, then I wanted the other, and then I wanted the other, and then I wanted the other.
I can't read Japanese.
Yeah. Well, first it was only for Binding Blade, and then I was going to get the English copies of 7 and 8. And then I tried. Then I just thought, oh, just go for it. Just try 7 because it's 8 because it's boxed and won it. And then, then at that time, 7 was really expensive, so I thought, oh, the Japanese version's not as expensive. I'll just use that. I'll just have that.
I will gladly jump the cultural barrier if I can afford it.
Yeah.
And the main thing we're going to be focusing on in this chapter is getting Sophia to level 20 and seeing if she actually makes it plus 10 skill.
Yeah. I have seen.
That's the bet we've got going. Will she make it past plus 10 skill?
I've seen the guy that I'm watching who's playing Radiant Dawn at the moment. He's just finished. He's just finished the Black Knight part of the end game. And is
the one where you wear the Black Knight appears and you play it in?
like the inside the tower.
Pardon?
Radiant Dawn, you know, inside the tower.
Oh, he's beat the. Oh yeah, so endgame part 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's now on to facing the Gunsia.
I hope he has Liliana.
No, he doesn't.
Oh dear. You'll be surprised how much easier she makes it.
He's got a Sorin that can use Thoron. That's about it.
Yeah, but he can't use a Rex Bolt.
No, he can use Rex. He can use Rex Caliber, but not Rex.
See, that's the thing. Most, like, on average, Ike does about 7 damage to the Gunsia. Jill can do about 10, and Tibon can do about 20. Ileana can do 27.
Yeah.
This is why she's my favorite mage.
Well, that's why because I do plan because I'm starting to get into the normal mode, that's hard mode of Radiant Dawn. If I need to show off like any of the extra stuff that's added to like the second playthrough, because I've got my easy mode file that I decided no, I'll just leave that. I'll not record anything with that. Just go with hard mode.
Yeah, fair enough.
If I need to like so I don't have to go through some of the bullshit again, I think I'll just use my easy mode playthrough to record the stuff.
That's fair enough, because getting through some of that in Radiant Dawn can be tedious as all hell.
Make it a little easier.
Again, because I didn't do this route, I have no experience with this chapter. What do you think of it as a whole?
It's alright. The ballistas, they're not that dangerous, unlike other chapters that we'll see later that do use ballistas. They're just there for annoyance, really.
Fair enough.
And here we get Tina's staff. Tina is another character from the Fire Emblem Binding Blade manga that was created around the same time this was released.
Ah, okay.
Because it was Tina Alm's Gaiden. I keep and Gan. That's like they were like the three characters that made up for the manga and it's sort of, well, it didn't start off exactly as Binding Blade did, but it eventually did become like how the story of Binding Blade.
So what? So it's interesting for the first 10 chapters, then there's a complete unnecessary side plot, then it gets back on track?
Basically what happens is like, it just starts off like, it's kind of like Tina, Gant and Al, that's it, Al, it's just like kind of introducing them. And then you kind of see some of the characters that are in Binding Blade, like I think they see Chad and all this, and then it finally gets to
One second. I want to Skype call. Yeah, feel free to help us out.
Real life issues.
Sorry, I was interrupted.
But yeah, and then
I paused the video. Which part are you at?
Anyway, as I was trying to say, like it's just that the first of them is just they're just introducing them. Then they kind of meet up with Goin. They just go on his they help him beat Zephyr. That's about it. Because I've not read it yet, but I want to. It's the same with the Fire Emblem 4 manga, which from what I've seen is really interesting.
Okay, cool. I wonder if they've done mangas for any Fire Emblem game past Fire Emblem 6.
That I'm not sure about. It'd be something to look up.
You think with the series getting more popular, they jump on this bandwagon?
Yeah, have you read the Link to the Past manga that was made? There was also Nintendo Power.
No, I haven't read that. I know of it, but I haven't read it.
Okay, no, it's just
to the arena, of course.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's just I thought maybe they could have done something like that because Nintendo Power when Fire Emblem 7 came out was still a thing. If they did do a manga of it, they could have maybe like got like a colour version of it and then like put it in Nintendo Power, like to kind of advertise it a little more. This is the first time we've seen Thimble Benter, which you don't see till like the very end game of 7.
Yeah, and Fire Emblem 8 as well.
Yeah. Apparently
in those games it's really impressive.
Yeah, it's in the Arcania games, which is like all the 1, 3, and Shadow Dragon, it's just called Blizzard.
Yeah. Such a basic name.
Yep.
Sophia, use Blizzard.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
Well, what Pokemon would Sophia be? A Pokemon that starts out really shit? Oh right, she's a Magikarp. No, sorry, that's Donald.
Yeah.
Donald's the Magikarp and Moses the Meloptic. This layout seems very similar to the first map of the game.
Yeah, it's this one. This is why they usually recommend this chapter over the Sakia one because they are kind of more basically looking than the ones in Sakia, but then again I prefer the Sakia ones because I think the Sakia ones are easier. Also, if you're wondering what happened is that the pad I was using for this sometimes likes to go straight right after I use it. After I use the control stick on it, so it was just acting up there. That was all that was.
Okay. He should have shot you. Ow. 1% hand axe.
Yep.
Well, this one's a steel axe, so you know.
Well, I've seen worse than Shadow Dragon. Get hit by a 20%.
Yeah, fates.
Yeah, oh yeah, 60% Tomahawk.
Not even that. Oh, I missed a 95% attack for like the 5th time. Why is this even a thing?
Yeah.
I swear, you scrolled so fast between the two, I didn't know which one you were going to attack.
Yeah, that was... It was just a random guess.
Yeah, that...
Maybe,
I can see what you mean, that thing keeps glitching to the right.
yeah, that's... Luckily now I don't use that pad, so I've got a new one, so...
For Fire Emblem, I just use the keyboard.
Yeah. I did use the keyboard for most of these ones. But it was just... I don't know why I was doing it, using the pad at that time.
Oh god, man. There's such low hit chances.
I know.
Ah.
I'm gonna pop you.
Thank goodness. Did she max out?
Let's see.
Yeah. Yes! 11 skills! You beat it by 1!
Good on
She is officially better than Micaiah.
Well, it was by 1, but still.
Yeah, but she's officially better than Micaiah now.
Yep. And then I'm done. I see the guy that is playing is with Micaiah. He's got 27 speed in our third tier.
That's still quite low.
Yeah.
All things considering.
Yeah, but that's high for Micaiah. That's high for seeing what Micaiah can get, though.
Yeah, true say. But still, even as a 30 unit, so Micaiah's barely better than a second a sage or something like that.
Yeah. Which you always wonder why she's forced for the end game.
Yeah, I know she's meant to be like the vessel for Yune, but it's just... Ugh. Why can't we drop her so I can take more of the Lagoose Kings?
I want that out. Why can't this Gensia be on our side of the way?
Well, I've got no problem fighting to Gensia, but I'd like to take... Well, I always have a massive dilemma at the end of Radiant Dawn, because I always have to drop someone, I'm like, I don't want to...
Yeah. I don't...
I remember on my recent one, I couldn't take any Lagoose Kings because I wanted to make sure both Jeffrey and Alicia were in that chapter.
Yeah. I want Nephany in here, and she's good to get in here.
Oh no, Nephany always gets in. I don't care who I have to drop. Nephany will always be there. Some characters you just can't get rid of.
Yep.
Har will always be there. Shinon has to be there.
What about Jill?
Oh, Jill, first time no, because first time I didn't train up Jill, so she was really shit. But second time and every time afterwards, definitely. Jill becomes disgusting.
Yeah.
She becomes third tier. She's got such high resistance for a fucking Wyvern like.
I know. Better than Har.
Yeah, Har's resistance is actually really bad. It's just his defense is fucking ridiculous. And again, further evidence, medics are the best in this game. Like, holy shit.
0%. I don't
yeah, and she's just crit.
I like that critical hit animation. It's not...
Because Clarine and Ellen used to be my favourite medics, and then Fates came out.
This is a weird little tidbit that I found out about one of the characters in Fire Emblem 4 and 5, Nana, who appears in Generation 2 of Genealogy of the Holy War and is through the whole of Thracia 776 because it's kind of like a side story to Genealogy of the Holy War, like between a couple of the chapters. But Nana in Genealogy of the Holy War had was
You missed 85. You missed 85 with weapon advantage. Fates go away.
But anyway, but when it came to Thracia, like Leaf, who also showed up in Generation 2, he didn't get redesigned, but Nana did, coincidentally. It was weird. I think it was just like to kind of differentiate her from being the brother of one of the other characters when they print Thracia's kind of saying no she isn't, whilst Genealogy of the Holy War is saying yes she is.
Oh, so the bickering with continuity.
Yeah.
But I must say, that's quite, I think this sprite's very interesting. I've never seen it. It's quite...
Yeah.
It has this weird, like, I don't know, like, Prince of Persia type mystical feel.
Yeah, and this is why I wanted to tune up Sophia to show that sprite, because not very many people would see it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, no, that's the only time you'll ever see that type of sprite.
Yep. They never bring back the female shaman sprite ever again. Not even hacks, because it's so hard to get Sophia's sprite into it.
To be fair, is it worth getting Sophia in?
Not unless you want to have a female shaman in your hack. Then no, it's not.
Can you just wait till Awakening, guys?
And get
I mean,
that.
come on. I swear she flips under the horse.
She does.
Oh, fucking show off.
And that's what I miss about the Ranger sprite, is that they don't go underneath it and lead the horse.
To be fair, I think Sue's the only one who can pull that type of stunt off.
Maybe Wrath, but Sue definitely.
So you've got so many promoted units at this point in the game, you're just breezing through it.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you grind in the arena.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Oh, cool. Landmass.
Yep. That's what Yodel, whatever translation they want to call them, but that's what he was talking about. Is they're saying that there's that if you wait for the sea to kind of part, then you can get over a little easier. So it's not just one person going over a bridge.
Okay. No, see, in actuality, Takumi activated the Dragon Bane again.
Yes.
Fucking asshole.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
Oh man, because I've been playing Conquest again, I actually went for that chapter. Did you see the post that I put on Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah, again, everyone was like, how the fuck did you do that?
I was a bit like, I didn't reply, but I was like, how the fuck did you do that?
Well, if I get a capture device, I'll show you.
It'd be great. That's why donate to CRASHX500.
Become my Patreon.
Make sure you can get a capture card so that you can show off Fates.
Yeah. Well, again, I get the normal one first, then the 3DS one.
Yep.
Normal one's multi-purpose.
Yep.
Now, if I did get a normal one, I'd play Radiant Dawn just to piss everyone off. Oh yeah, I'm not using Edward.
But Edward's like the best character.
Yeah, I'll use him for the Radiant Dawn part. I ain't taking him into the endgame.
I think for me that seems to be what Edward is at the moment. Like he's just there to help the Dawn Brigade get through, but I don't know if I'll use him.
He can be disgustingly broken.
Okay then. Message retracted.
Yeah. By the way, do you do the thing in Radiant Dawn where, before you enter the tower, you get all the characters back? Do you do the thing where you de-equip all the skills and then assign the skills you want to whichever character you want?
No, because I've not done that besides Astrid with Paragon.
Oh, okay. Because basically what happens is, right before the thing, you get every single character that's still alive back, and you get to, like, just sort out items before you go into the end game. What the best thing to do is, all the characters you don't want, de-equip their skills and assign them onto the characters you do want to use. So I had, like, Jill with, like Nihil and stuff like that. yeah, you can assign them all these skills.
So
I gave Ileana Adept.
oh god.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, unlike Path of Radiance, it doesn't get rid of the skill completely.
Yeah, I was sort of like, no!
When I was... It was on my own file, but for the first time I got asked, I thought, oh, I'll just take Paragon off and give it to somebody else, and then I couldn't find it in the menu. It's like, wait, because I had played Radiant Dawn a bit before that, and it's like, hang on a minute.
Yeah, you didn't realise, and you're stuck on this one bit, just wondering, do I attack?
Yeah, it's... I think I know what's happened. I've been called to do something, I've just not edited it.
You forgot to edit it out.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you was like, no, I'm not even bothering. You waited all that time, it's like, nah.
Do I not? No.
Nah, I'm good. I want to see how viable, so, what's how, she's like, oh, I've upgraded to Sophia, and Sophia just comes in and kills her. Lol.
No, she's I wouldn't put her up against the field. I wouldn't trust her with her luck to do well against them. So I'd rather just put her up against the border that comes towards you.
Yeah, to be fair, when it comes to Sophia, the only people I actually have confidence in fighting him are Roy because of the Binding Blade, and Sue.
Yeah.
And maybe the lady.
Lavina as well, like especially like to kind of finish him off, like because both.
Yeah, but she can't really. Yeah, but she can't tank him.
No, that's what I said. Like to finish him off, like if he was down to enough so that
You can be one shot. Yeah.
Yeah, and also Shanna's got the Delphi shield on. That's why she didn't take. That's why she wouldn't take more damage from bows.
Yeah.
That's another thing that's been renamed like over and over again, like the Fire Emblem.
Yeah. What, the Delphi shield?
Yeah. It's got a different name in Shadow Dragon. It's got the Delphi shield in this and 7. It's
Oh, and 8.
oh yeah.
No, that's a Finnish shield actually. It's a Finnish shield. They just can't decide on what it is.
No.
That's why when it comes to the Fire Emblem timeline, which is the true Fire Emblem timeline? Is it Tellius? Is it Alive? Is it Shadow Dragon? Or is it Awakening? Is it Fates?
Shadow Dragon, that'd be more considered the Arcaneus series. That's what most people call.
Yeah, I it's like Gundam. Yeah, that's pretty much the main canon timeline.
Yep. And is it? I think it's officially the first one that happens is the Jujurel series, like 5, 4, and 5. Those are the first ones that happen.
Okay.
Then after that, like Arcanea, it's like way after that, like I don't know, like almost over 1,000 years. That's when the Arcanea series that happens. Then
I think technology would have advanced a bit further in 1,000 years.
Yeah, and then there's another 1,000 years between Awakening and then you missed your Emblem.
I must say, they as a race, like as a world, Fire Emblem progresses really slowly.
Yeah.
2,000 years and you're still, in the medieval times.
Mhm.
You guys are fucking terrible. So it's going to be like 8,000 years until they get like trains.
And that's when it becomes to not Attack on Titan.
Yeah. We already have that. It's called Cabaneri.
That's what I mean.
Cabaneri of the Emblem.
I am a Fire Emblem.
Yeah. Are you a fire or an emblem? I am a Fire Emblem. Now, to be fair, like, are you a man or a beast? I'm a Lagoose.
I am neither.
No, are you Nor or Hoshido? I am neither.
I am for Hoshido.
I am Korin.
I am the whore.
Now think about it. Nor, Hoshido, whore. Literally, I wasn't joking. I told you.
Yes.
And Gonzalez go sleepy time.
I don't have restore staff down.
That must be really funny on the battlefield if halfway through that your teammate just goes to sleep. I just slap him awake. It's like Gonzalez is gonna sleep, just slap him. Get up.
Yeah. As far as I know, still up until this point, Fire Emblem, 6 and 7, like none of the music has been remixed in any other Fire Emblem game, which is quite sad.
Oh, right.
Oh, I think
I don't know, maybe these ones didn't have the more standout soundtracks. I don't know.
I know that 8 has been represented in Shadow Dragon with if you wait at the unit entrance you hear Ephraim's Smart theme, and they've got the music for the battle is Clash from Path of Radiance.
Okay, yes.
And
you got way too much money.
And Awakening has Ike's Ike's of whatever.
Resolution?
Yes. From Path of Radiance.
It's called Ike's Resolution. It's kind of obvious where it's from.
Yeah, but I didn't, like, when I heard it, when the first time I heard that, I hadn't played Path of Radiance, so I've seen much about it. The only thing I'd heard about it is that it had all of the older icons for like the different spells and that, and the weapons. Thanks, did you know gaming?
Oh yeah, they've only done one episode on Fire Emblem, and that's how I found out about the whole difficulty thing, why most people can't stand Radiant Dawn, and all the Japanese gamers are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, in the Japanese version to promote anybody to the third team, you had to use a MasterCard, no ifs, no buts.
Wow, that's being dickish.
Yeah.
I swear, sometimes I hear this stuff, it's like, why do developers bother? That's just being douchebaggy.
I know. No, I mean, we got lucky with it. Well, Europe usually gets the better end of the stick, because half the time, like, they'll get a better translation, or they'll actually have lowercase for the actual dialogue.
Yeah, the only problem is you don't get the games until really later. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, and then with Tokyo Mirage Sessions it says, oh no, those names you know of all the other characters from Shadow Dragon, those don't exist anymore. Even though
yeah.
Awakening clearly put them as Shida and Navarro, not Navarre, or Kaeda.
Yeah, apparently the European translation doesn't exist, even though we're in Europe.
Yeah.
And now she's become, now that she's become a sorcerer, she's gonna fuck everyone. Oh my god, Sophia, you had one job.
It's skills
you
not
had one job.
But look at that damage.
Yeah, I know, she just had one job. I'm just thinking, this chapter is pretty basic, even without the advanced units.
Yeah. I mean, most people that I've seen, a guy that I've just recently subscribed to, who did like this beginner's guide to Fire Emblem 5. He showed what I suck at I'm awful at Fire Emblem Binding Blade, like watch me fail, whatever it was. But most of these guys were promoted at chapter 14, and the only one that was Milady, who was just destroying everything.
That's because Milady does destroy everything regardless?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's funny? You said beginner's guide to Fire Emblem.
Yes.
You should the video should have been like beginner's guide to Fire Emblem. Just play Birthright or Sacred Stones, you'll be fine.
Well, it was more like a beginner's guide to Fire Emblem 5.
Yeah, okay. I think someone should do beginner's guide to Radiant Dawn. There isn't one. No, beginner's guide to Radiant Dawn. Step 1, play Path of Radiance. Step 2, play Path of Radiance. And step 3, play Path of Radiance.
Do you know? Wait, now repeat after me. What did I say? Play Path of Radiance. Yes, exactly. And how much is that going to cost you? £100. Yes.
Yeah. Is it worth it in the end? Yes.
Will it get you into Fire Emblem? Yes.
Will you scream in pain? Most definitely. No, actually, beginner's guide to Fire Emblem will just turn them off. First, you've got to be familiar with the series. Then you've got to play Path of Radiance. Then you've got to be sure to transfer the data over. Then you've got to prioritize which units get skills. Then you need to understand which chapters were going to be really long. Then you need to understand battle save mechanic, and you should just go away right now.
You should probably battle save every single turn and every single move that you do.
Yeah, you move it into battle save.
You move Micaiah one space with battle save.
No, you move her one space and she dies.
Sacrifices a killer.
That actually happened to me once.
Oh.
I felt really bad and then laughed afterwards.
Oh, so do you want to know a thing that's really bad about Fire Emblem 5? Poison lasts forever, and it can kill you.
Oh, fucking hell. Hey, can you cure it with antitoxin?
Yeah, you can. You can. I'm sure that. Well, you can restore stuff, and I think antitoxin does as well. The invulneraries in that game are also your elixirs.
Ah, right.
Because, well, there's no elixirs, just vulneraries are your elixirs.
Well, to be fair, I don't use elixirs that much.
Unlike in Radiant Dawn.
Actually, not even then, because one thing I always really liked about Radiant Dawn is vulneraries give you 20 health.
Yeah.
And health is 10. Oh, you can just feel the static.
Sorry.
It's alright.
Just trying to...
To be fair, elixirs are only really needed for like your weaker units if they take a hit, like if Rayson takes a hit, so then use the elixir.
Yeah, if he doesn't get doubled.
Yeah, to be fair, it's got good resistance.
Yeah.
And good speed, it's just a problem if they get hit with physical attacks.
Yes.
Most dances are really fast actually.
Yeah. And again, for Fire Emblem 5, the only way to get a dancer in it is to get Laura, when the female thief you get. The only way to get a dancer in that is make her promote in one of the guiding chapters.
Wow, Fire Emblem 7 looks like it really went crazy with stipulations.
Yeah, it did.
And it's still... See, here's the thing. Because you did say about Fire Emblem 4, it's like with you, it's a little hard going back because it's a bit archaic. Based on what I've heard of last year, I get the feeling, I'm not saying anything, but I get the feeling I'm not going to like that game.
It's really hard. That's why there's a beginner's guide to the thing. But it's...
Yeah, but I think, but like you described, I think it's hard for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, there's too many ballistas in that game, apart the game.
Again, I can't judge. I've liked every Fire Emblem game so far, even Shadow Dragon, so...
Yeah. Again,
I can't judge, but based on what I've heard and all the mechanics, I get the feeling that'll be the one game I don't like, and then all the classic Emblem fans will be foaming at the mouth, because apparently it's one of their favourites.
Yeah, I've heard that too, but I think...
But again, I think it's just because they're classic Emblem fans.
Yeah. I mean, that's... Sorry.
Yeah, you were saying?
I was saying, I like Mystery of the Emblem, that's just me, although given that, you know, so the whole everything like the javelin that you can't double with, you know, that, yeah, I'm fine with that. It's what I've got, and it's like I like it.
Used to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels the same. It's like that with every game. Once you, when they change mechanics like that don't suit you, it feels weird. It's alien. I mean, the same thing happened in Fates. Like, wait, what? I can't double with the hand axe? It's not fair.
Or the javelin or whatever.
Yeah, or I can't use the tomahawk at point blank range. Or like, why does the Silver Lance do -5 speed after I use it?
Yeah.
It's just the little things. I'm not trying to shit all over the game. This is just me. Based on what I've heard, I get the feeling it might be the one Fire Emblem game I don't like. It might be. You never know.
Yeah, but sometimes some of them just take like getting used to. Like, I heard that loads of people love Gaiden. I've not played it yet, but from seeing the whole playthrough, I can understand why they liked it. It's different from like the other ones.
Is Gaiden number 4 or 3?
Gaiden is the second game on the Famicom.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard good things about Gaiden, but I always had genealogy and how it was meant to be the best.
Yeah. I think you can use thing with the game, like you can use every single unit like that you have. Like there's no unit, there's no limit on how many units you can use. So you can so in theory you could use every single unit. You know, and also that was to start the marriage system and that, you know, so it's it brought a lot of stuff that's gets reused in other games.
Alright, so it helped to like set the foundations.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, but unfortunately the weapon triangle is a bit unbalanced.
Alright, so which weapon's unbalanced this time?
Axes are underutilized again.
Okay, it's always when will axes get their day in the sun aside from this game?
I don't know besides this game.
Yeah. Actually, that's interesting. Well, like, I'm not saying weapon as a whole, but which weapon class, like, in terms of overall, do you think gets more recognition in certain games?
I think definitely with like this. I think for the these two games, well, especially 7. I think the mercenary is one of the ones that gets, even though there's only like one of them, but Raven, but he's really good.
Sorry, I meant like weapon as in like swords as a whole, lances as a whole, axes as a whole, or magic as a whole.
I know that I'm not quite sure for. I think in 7 they're quite balanced. I think.
Yeah, that's a recurring thing with 7. Everything's balanced.
Yeah, 8's definitely the Iron Lance.
Oh yeah, just lances in general.
Yeah.
So Path of Radiance, I recently played it. I think swords get a lot of love in that game. And Radiant Dawn, I'm not too sure, but I'm tempted to say lances just because they're still great lance.
Yeah, this one I think it would definitely be swords because swords have always have the higher hit chance, like no matter what. Like even if you've got a good hit chance with like another weapon, it's usually swords will hit you almost every single time. They're usually hard.
Oh yeah, swords have always had the highest accuracy, just the lowest damage output. I must say though, I think Awakening really favored magic.
Yeah. Tactician with magic, break the game.
It's not even that, just Nosferatu away.
Yes, oh no way, here we go.
Right, Sophia, can you do it? Survey says... Nope. Oh, she gets another go. Survey says... Nope.
That's Sophia
shot.
That's Sophia in general.
Yeah, can she do it? No.
She will try her hardest, but she won't be able to do it, unfortunately.
Try my ass. Now this is how it's done. Oh, I'm sorry, I take that back. I'm surprised that his sprite is red. It should be purple.
Yeah.
Come on, get Marcus up in this bitch.
But maybe it be confusing to people who use Marcus.
Wait, who uses Marcus? Exactly.
Yeah. Not unless I wouldn't use them unless like maybe if I was in a pinch at the very start of Elwood's campaign. That's about it.
Yeah. I would use them up until chapter 5 and then I get sued.
Yeah.
And always leave it to oh, her name escapes me for some weird reason.
Lilina.
I don't know why.
Lilina?
Yeah. Leave it to Lilina to kill the boss. She always does it.
Yes. It's
That's
like
overkill, dude.
It's like Sheeda in Fire Emblem Shadow Dragon. For me, she seems to just kill everything.
For me, it was Camilla in Conquest. She killed every boss.
Takumi dead, Takumi dead, Takumi dead, Takumi dead.
Yeah. Which is really good, because usually she'd be the last, like, they'd all try to fight the boss but keep missing, and then Camilla would swoop in and just save us all, because she took down Takumi, and she took down the ninja dude. Oh, that ninja dude, that boss was a pain in the ass.
Is that Saizo you're talking about, or is it...
No, the guy from Makushu, chapter 17.
Oh, yeah, I know the one you mean.
Yeah, that dude. That axe is bigger than the Pegasus.
Yes. It's pretty huge.
Yep. Poor thing, Again, the Pegasus just takes so much abuse in this game.
I know. That's because well, we're going to see a lot of them because we're on the Ilia route.
Yeah. If we were on the Seikyo route, we'd see a fuck ton of not fuck ton of nomads.
Yep. I'd be fine with that, because it's funny, like, because like the nomads, like even when you're not trying to grind, and you just try to get somebody up normally, going against like the nomads with the short bows, and they're just doing 0 damage, even getting critical hits, and just hearing the dink.
Dink, 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 dink. Maybe you should invest in a silver bow.
The only problem is that some of the Seikyo bosses are a bitch to hit, but that's a bit of a similar story for when we get to those chapters.
Yep. And that's them done.
Yep.
But the battle's over. Doesn't matter. Heal. I need experience points.
Yep.
To be fair, once it gets to the point they can fend themselves, the experience points just start raking in.
Yep. It's just there for the extra ones, just in case.
Just in case. You can never be too careful. That's why I grind in the arena.
Yeah, especially with Binding Blade. For me, anyway.
That's fair enough. I bet Conquest must have really done a number on you because you can't grind at all of that game.
It has.
Conquest is like, you find your team, you fucking use it, don't switch out.
Yeah.
So much power. Do you see how easy he went down?
Yes.
Ah, one with so much power. He was truly a great warrior. Not really.
Who? Exactly. Well, no, I think he was doomed from the start that he became a red unit.
Yeah.
And started to run away.
Sorry, when they said, Roy, what's that in your hand? If he said, it's my binding blade, I would have been like, Roy, you put it in your pants.
No, he just needs to insert that gem into the binding blade and we'll have a falchion.
Yeah. Can you taste the phallicness? Well, whenever you can at some point.
Shame you can't get Roy and Guinevere to A rank support, am I right? Yeah.
To be fair, I do not see a relationship with those two working.
No.
Because Guinevere just seems like the much older, mature woman, and Roy's barely in his teens.
I know.
Literally, Roy is our boy, not a man.
Roy's our boy! Roy's our boy! Taking out his binding blade there.
Yeah. No, the thing is, the binding blade is a short blade.
Yep.
It ain't no Ragnar.
Nope. No Londite. It's definitely not a falchion.
It's not even Durandal. Yeah, it's stronger than all of them.
Although saying that, Durandal in the beta version of Fire Emblem 7 was going to be really short, and Lyn could use it as well.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that sprite somewhere.
Yeah, it looks really cool.